Are cryptocurrency exchanges standing on shaky legal ground? The recent legal issues faced by Kraken and other prominent exchanges seem to suggest so. In the rapidly evolving world of cryptocurrencies, the legal landscape is just as dynamic. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, has been intensifying its scrutiny of crypto exchanges, leading to a series of legal battles that are shaping the future of the industry. Take the case of Coinbase, the largest crypto exchange in the U.S., which found itself in the SEC's crosshairs in the summer of 2023. The SEC sued Coinbase for allegedly violating securities laws by failing to register as a securities exchange, broker, and clearinghouse. At the heart of the dispute is the classification of 13 cryptocurrencies listed on Coinbase as securities, a designation that carries significant regulatory implications. SEC's actions against Coinbase are part of a broader trend. The regulatory body has been expanding the number of cryptocurrencies it considers securities, an approach that has sparked controversy and calls for clearer guidelines within the crypto industry. Coinbase isn't the only major player facing legal heat. Ripple, a company known for its digital payment protocol and the associated XRP cryptocurrency, has been embroiled in a costly legal battle with the SEC since 2020. The regulator accuses Ripple and its executives of selling XRP without registering it as a security, a charge Ripple vehemently denies. These legal tussles highlight a fundamental question in the crypto world. What constitutes a security in the realm of digital assets? The answer isn't clear-cut and largely hinges on the Howey test, a tool used by the SEC to determine if a transaction qualifies as an investment contract. In this ambiguous and ever-shifting legal environment, crypto exchanges are finding themselves on shaky ground. As they navigate the complex regulatory waters, the stakes are high. The outcomes of these legal battles will not only shape the future of the involved companies, but also set precedents for the broader crypto industry. Let's delve into the specifics of the legal accusations against Kraken. Kraken's legal woes didn't just stem out of nowhere. There's a timeline leading up to these accusations. The seeds of this conflict were sown back in September 2018. Yes, you heard it right, September 2018. That's the point in time when the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, alleges that Kraken began acting as an unregistered broker, dealer, clearing agency, and securities exchange. Now, let's fast forward to February 2023. Kraken finds itself in hot water and agrees to pay a hefty penalty of $30 million. No small change, right? And yet this was just a prelude to the main act. Following this, in June 2023, a significant development occurred. The SEC, not holding back any punches, sued Coinbase, the largest U.S. crypto exchange, for violating securities laws. This lawsuit was a clear signal that the SEC was cracking down on crypto exchanges. Interestingly, around the same time, Ripple, another major player in the crypto space, was also entangled in its own legal battle with the SEC, spending a staggering $200 million in its defense. This was the larger backdrop against which Kraken's legal troubles were unfolding. Then, in a turn of events that sent shockwaves through the crypto community, the SEC filed a lawsuit against Kraken. This lawsuit was not just about penalties, it was about the very way Kraken conducted its operations. The SEC accused Kraken of mixing up client funds with its own and blending its cryptocurrency holdings with clients' holdings, thereby potentially putting investors at risk. And now Kraken finds itself in a legal battle with the SEC that the entire crypto community is watching closely. So, what exactly is Kraken being accused of by the SEC? Let's delve into the details of the allegations by the Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, against Kraken, a well-known US-based cryptocurrency exchange. The SEC's accusations are quite specific, and they revolve around Kraken operating as an unregistered broker, dealer, clearing agency, and securities exchange. Firstly, as an unregistered broker, the SEC alleges that Kraken has been trading securities without the appropriate licensing. In the world of finance, a broker essentially acts as an intermediary between buyers and sellers, facilitating transactions in return for a commission. So, the SEC's argument here is that Kraken has been operating as this intermediary without the required registration. Secondly, the SEC accuses Kraken of operating as an unregistered dealer. A dealer is similar to a broker, but with a key difference. Dealers trade securities for their own account, buying and selling from their own inventory. Once again, the SEC is suggesting that Kraken has been conducting this type of activity without the necessary registration. The third accusation is that Kraken has been functioning as an unregistered clearing agency. This is a vital role in the financial industry, as clearing agencies ensure that transactions are properly conducted, confirmed, settled, and recorded. They stand between the buyer and seller to manage the risk and logistics of the trade. The SEC's contention is that Kraken has been performing this role, again without the required registration. Finally, the SEC alleges that Kraken has been operating as an unregistered securities exchange. This is perhaps the most serious of the accusations. A securities exchange is a marketplace where securities buyers and sellers come together to trade. These platforms are heavily regulated due to the significant role they play in the financial ecosystem, and operating one without the proper registration is a serious violation. In summary, the SEC's accusations suggest that Kraken has been deeply involved in the securities industry, taking on multiple roles, all without the appropriate registration. This not only breaches regulatory requirements but also potentially puts investors at risk. With such grave accusations, the potential consequences for Kraken are severe. The fallout from these allegations could be monumental for Kraken. Let's delve into the potential aftermath of this legal battle. As we know, the SEC has made it clear that they're not pulling any punches. They're seeking injunctive relief, conduct-based injunctions, disgorgement of ill-gotten gains plus interest, and penalties. That's a lot of legal jargon, so let's break it down. Injunctive relief essentially means the SEC wants to stop Kraken from continuing its alleged unlawful activities. If granted, this could significantly disrupt the operations of the exchange. Conduct-based injunctions are a little more specific. They aim to prevent Kraken from repeating the same alleged violations in the future. This means a drastic change in how the exchange operates, possibly involving a complete overhaul of their business model. Disgorgement of ill-gotten gains is where things get really costly. If found guilty, Kraken would be required to pay back any profits made from their alleged unlawful activities. And it's not just the profits. Interest would be added on top of that. This could amount to a hefty sum, potentially running into the millions, or even billions. Then, of course, there are the penalties. These could be financial fines, or they could extend to more severe consequences, such as criminal charges or a ban from operating in certain jurisdictions. But it's not just Kraken that could feel the impact of this lawsuit. The outcome of this case could set a precedent that affects the entire crypto industry. If Kraken is found guilty, we could see more exchanges facing similar lawsuits. This could lead to a radical shift in the way crypto exchanges operate, and a re-evaluation of the regulatory landscape. In essence, the stakes are high, for Kraken and for the wider crypto community. This lawsuit isn't just about one exchange, it's a battle that could shape the future of the crypto industry as a whole. The ripple effects of this lawsuit could be felt throughout the entire crypto community, with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, becoming more vigilant. This case could serve as a precedent for how future legal actions against cryptocurrency exchanges are handled. What we're witnessing here is a classic case of the old world meeting the new. Traditional financial regulation is grappling with the decentralized nature of cryptocurrencies. The Kraken lawsuit, along with similar legal actions against other major players like Coinbase and Ripple, signals a trend of increased scrutiny on crypto exchanges. This could potentially lead to a significant shift in the crypto landscape. If the SEC's allegations hold up in court, it would imply that some digital assets are indeed securities and should be subject to the same regulatory standards as traditional financial instruments. This would require crypto exchanges to ensure compliance with securities laws, a process that could be complex and costly. The potential impact on the crypto market as a whole could be substantial. If exchanges are forced to delist certain tokens deemed as securities, we might see a drop in the liquidity and value of these tokens. Moreover, the increased regulation could deter new investors, slowing down the growth of the crypto market. On the flip side, some argue that regulation could bring about much-needed stability and investor protection in the crypto space. This could potentially attract more institutional investors and pave the way for crypto to become a mainstream financial asset. However, the key challenge here lies in striking the right balance. Too little regulation could leave investors vulnerable, while too much could stifle innovation and growth in the burgeoning crypto space. As we move forward, it will be crucial for crypto exchanges to stay adaptable and proactive in ensuring compliance with securities laws. This might involve seeking legal counsel, implementing robust internal controls, and maintaining open lines of communication with regulatory bodies. As the case unfolds, the crypto community waits with bated breath. The outcome of this lawsuit could very well shape the future of crypto regulation and the industry as a whole. Let's summarize the main points of our discussion today. We started off by delving into the legal landscape of crypto exchanges. It's a dynamic and challenging environment, with regulatory bodies such as the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or SEC, playing pivotal roles in defining the rules of the game. We then moved on to the timeline of Kraken's legal troubles, highlighting the journey of this well-known US-based cryptocurrency exchange from its early days to its recent legal tussle with the SEC. The troubles began around September of 2018, and despite a hefty penalty of $30 million paid in February, Kraken finds itself in hot water once again. Our third point of discussion revolved around understanding the specific accusations being leveled against Kraken. The SEC alleges that Kraken has been acting as an unregistered broker, dealer, clearing agency, and securities exchange, thereby violating securities laws. The charges are serious and have the potential to impact the exchange significantly. Next, we discussed the potential consequences for Kraken. If the SEC's accusations hold water, Kraken could be looking at injunctive relief, conduct-based injunctions, disgorgement of ill-gotten gains plus interest and penalties. There's no doubt that this legal battle could have profound implications for the exchange. Lastly, we touched upon the potential impact on the broader crypto community. This case isn't just about Kraken, it's a marker for how the SEC perceives and handles the crypto industry as a whole. The outcome could set a precedent that affects other crypto exchanges and the future development of the crypto market. As the crypto world evolves, so too does its legal landscape. Stay informed, stay safe, and keep an eye on this unfolding story.